Have you noticed that many smartphone brands have stopped updating their flip-style foldable phones, such as Vivo and Oppo? However, Honor is still updating its V Flip series, and the second generation V Flip was just released not long ago. Since this series is only launched in China, you probably aren't very familiar with it, or may have even forgotten that Honor is still releasing its flip phones. Now that we have received this V Flip 2 limited edition, let me take you through an in-depth look at this fashionable device. This limited edition was designed by Professor Jimmy Chu. You might not know who Jimmy Chu is, and honestly, neither did I, so I googled it. Jimmy Chu is a fashion designer whose brand holds a significant reputation in the high-end luxury market. Even Diana, Princess of Wales, was once a fan of the brand. So the target audience for this collaboration is clear: fashion-forward woman. Let's focus on the phone itself. The back panel is glowing a high-end luxury vibe with its gradient color and sparkling finish. It looks like a beautifully designed powder compact. Your girlfriend would probably love such an exquisite little phone. At the very least, she wouldn't dislike it. Apart from the pattern on the back panel, this customized V Flip 2 is similar to most other flip phones. It features NFC, an IR emitter, and a dual nano SIM card slot. It also has an IP59 rating, which means it offers better water and dust resistance than the Z Flip 7. Here's a subtle design detail you might not have noticed. When the V Flip 2 is closed, the two cameras are placed on the left side and arranged vertically. Compared to Samsung's and Motorola's flip phones, the V Flip 2's cameras completely avoid the right-hand operation area. The content area is entirely on the right, making it easier to use with the right hand. The first generation V Flip had the same design, and I'm glad Honor kept it. However, there are two things I wish they had improved. First, the flash is located on the other side. Although the screen can provide fill light, its intensity is definitely not as strong as the flash. Second, the weight distribution between the upper and lower parts. When unfolded, it feels top-heavy. Overall, the V Flip 2 is a refinement of the first generation, with minor improvements such as finally having water and dust resistance and being slightly thinner. If you were already satisfied with the first gen V Flip, you will likely love the second gen as well. If the V Flip 2 already checks the box for clear visuals, why not level up your experience a bit more? The QCY MeloBuds N70, a pair of in-ear noise-canceling earbuds under $100, is perfect for this. Pop them in and you will get the instant quiet feeling. With a 56 dB adaptive noise cancellation, it mutes office keyboard clatter or traffic noise. No need to crank up the volume just to drown out background rackets. The sound stands out too. It's got dual drivers and works with LDAC and high-res, so the sound stays sharp and detailed. It's also super practical for daily use. Bluetooth 6 keeps connections fast and steady. Pull the earbuds out, they will connect to your phone in seconds. No dropped calls, no glitches. 3 AI mics filter out ambient noise, so even outdoors, the person at the other end hears you clearly, no need to shout. Battery life, one less thing to stress about, 50 hours on a full charge. It also has a wireless charging, just set it on a charger overnight and it will be full by morning. No more digging around for a cable when you're heading out. Working out or caught in the light rain, no sweat. It's IPX5 water resistant, so it handles sweat from workouts and light showers, no problem. It comes with the 5 ear tip sizes, so no matter your ear shape, you got a snug, comfy fit, even if you wear them for hours. There's a hearing test to tweak the sound just for you, and switching between your phone and tablet, seamless, no repairing every time. From blocking noise to a great sound, commute to workout, this under $100 earbuds lets your ears enjoy a hassle-free little comfort trip whenever you want. Thanks to QCY for sponsoring this part. Now let's back to the video. Both the inner and outer screens of the V Flip 2 have been upgraded to some extent. The resolution and peak brightness of the inner screen are slightly higher than the Z Flip 7. Both screens support always-on display. Thanks to upgrades to the hinge, the crease is almost invisible even from the side, making it one of the shallowest creases we've ever seen. Beyond the hardware, I think everyone is more concerned about the software experience on the outer screens. Some people like me who really love small-sized phones might hope that this outer screen delivers a good user experience. Honor chose to place a clock widget above the camera with the right side dedicated to a 16:9 content display area. Compared to book-style foldables, this aspect ratio eliminates any UI adaptation issues. The camera on the left doesn't obstruct the operations or content display, making it a nearly perfect solution. Although in theory it's an ideal small-sized phone, I found it simply too small, and the font size isn't adjustable. Using only the outer screen for extended periods strained my eyes. So Honor, is not your fault. I just want to be kinder to my eyes. Both cameras on the V Flip 2 have been upgraded. The ultra-wide camera now has a wider field of view, and the 200 megapixel main camera can capture more detail now. The wider ultra-wide camera is beneficial for framing group photos. It also supports 4K 60fps video recording, and the broader field of view aids in stabilization. However, the new main camera is the star of the V Flip 2's imaging system. With a maximum resolution of the 200 megapixel, you can now use this 1x main camera to take 2x or 4x photos without significant loss of clarity. Here are a few sample photos taken at the 2x or 4x. You can see that every detail is captured, and even zooming in to 10x delivers a good image quality. As long as the lighting is good and the subject isn't moving too fast, this main camera can serve as a telephoto lens. Also, if you love taking close-up selfie, this phone is undoubtedly the best choice for you. The V Flip 2 has a 5500 mAh battery, which is 1200 mAh larger than the Z Flip 7s. Although you might still need to charge it twice a day, this is a significant improvement over other flip foldables. With 80-watt wireless charging and 50-watt wireless charging, the V Flip 2 can quickly recharge, going from 0 to full in just 50 minutes. Even a 10-minute charge can collect 24% of the battery. Due to the different positioning of flip phones compared to regular smartphones, they don't always use the latest flagship processors. For example, the V Flip 2 has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Although this is a processor from 2 years ago, its overall performance is quite close to the recently released Exynos 2500. Clearly, Honor didn't want to invest too much money in the processor. In fact, if you're not too concerned about the V Flip 2's gaming performance, using an older processor can save you a ton of money. Compared to the Z Flip 7 in China, the V Flip 2 can save you a full $350. So, don't you think its performance is more than enough? For a flip phone, being able to smoothly run games like a PUBG Mobile is enough to meet the needs of most users. The Honor V Flip 2 maintains the series essence, delivering an excellent experience while keeping the price as low as possible. Although it's more expensive than the first gen V Flip, it's still much cheaper than its competitors. Unfortunately, it seems Honor still hasn't planned to launch this phone globally yet. You can only buy it from third-party channels from China. But I believe that one day Honor will try to bring such affordable and user-friendly flip phones to the global market. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm Will from Gizmochina. We'll see you next time.